Good morning. Parents, family, and guests, on behalf of the entire Weyburn Comprehensive School staff, I'd like to welcome you to the 2017 graduation ceremony. My name is Randy Lewick, and along with Ryan Fowler, we will introduce this year's graduating class. Following the introduction of the graduate, we will indicate their current plan for next year. We will also indicate if the student received a grade 12 subject medal earlier this week. The graduates. French medal, Morgan King. Track coordinator, SRC graduate, University of Saskatchewan, kinesiology. Rebecca Mondor. Track coordinator, University of Saskatchewan, Edwards Business School of Business, sorry. Drama medal, Tyra Sandford. Grad coordinator, SRC co-chair, University of Saskatchewan, kinesiology. Physics medal, Samuel Ferguson. SRC co-chair, University of Regina, engineering. Shada Cook, SRC secretary, Acadia University, psychology. Columbia Garbutt, SRC Activities Chair, University of Saskatchewan, Education. Jayla Kite, SRC Public Relations, planning to pursue nursing in Alberta. Biology medal, Zoe Mulder, SRC Public Relations, University of Victoria, majoring in marine biology. Kylie Adash, SRC Sports Director, Saskatchewan Polytechnic, University of Regina, collaborative Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Information Processing Medal, Tatum Abel, Saskatchewan Polytechnic, University of Regina, collaborative Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Coral Medal, Ensley Aikens, University of Regina, elementary education. Autumn Alexander, pursuing advanced program. Chemistry medal, Dawson Alexander, University of Calgary, engineering. Yumna Ali, University of Saskatchewan, Arts and Science. Diane May Alipio, Lethbridge College, nursing. Dakota Allen, workforce. Boys Gazette Medal, Spencer Anderson, University of Regina, kinesiology. Jaden Armstrong, workforce. Wyatt Arndt, playing hockey with the Red Wings next year. Alexis Ashworth, University of Saskatchewan, Arts and Science, and then nursing. Aiden Barrett, University of Regina, Faculty of Arts. Braden Barsness, University of Saskatchewan, Edwards School of Business. Jessica Bell, undecided. Kaylee Bell, working for a year and then planning to attend Medicine Hat College for early childhood education. Justin Bennett, workforce. Hannah Bitts, Rotary Exchange, Belgium. Kaylee Bjornison, moving to Calgary to join the workforce. Emery Blakier, University of Saskatchewan, Edward School of Business. Cosmetology medal, Brittany Bowler, Southeast Regional College, Cosmetology. Accounting medal, Chad Brock, University of Regina, Paul J. Hill School of Business. Caitlin Chirpin, Workforce and Travel. Tiara Chickowin, working for a year and then planning to attend NAIT for the School of Cooking or Business. Kylie Code, Saskatchewan Polytechnic, Nursing. Ashlyn Colville, Lakeland College, Veterinary Medical Assistant. Carson Calhoun, Assiniboine College, Community College, Brandon, Piping Trades. Michael Corrigan, University of Regina, Education. Ashley Cullen, University of Regina, Pre-Law. Leonard DeMong, Workforce. Caden Davis, NAIT, Digital Media and IT. Haley Dixon, University of Regina, Nursing. Taylor Dowd, Workforce. Joshua Dubois, University of Saskatchewan, Arts and Science. Logan Era, working for a year and then planning to attend NAIT for gaming programming. Taylor Evans, Workforce. Bailey Farr, University of Saskatchewan, Arts and Science, Pre-Pharmacy. Kelly Fellner, Workforce and Travel. Brody Fillmore, University of Regina, Computer Science. Jacob Fleming, Saskatchewan Polytechnic, Fabrication and Welding. Travis Foote, Workforce. Emily Fredette, working for a year and then planning to attend SAS Polytechnic for welding. Welding medal, Travis Frederick, border security, schooling in Quebec. Logan Frison, workforce and travel. Ryan Gabb, Hill College in Texas, business on a baseball scholarship. Peyton Gibson, University of Saskatchewan, pre-nursing. Colton Lenny, SAS Polytechnic, fabrication and welding. Willow Granger, University of Saskatchewan, Edwards School of Business. Tyler Grieve, University of Saskatchewan, engineering. Julie Groen, University of Calgary, elementary education. Kate Harvey, University of Regina, social work. Cole Hastings, Assiniboine Community College, Brandon, piping. Neve Hopstein, University of Saskatchewan, Edwards School of Business. Kennedy Hurley, plan to pursue nursing at the University of Regina. Alex Hicks, workforce. Larissa Hoffman, University of Regina, sociology. Kenzie Hoyle, University of Regina, psychology. Clayton Hooper, Saskatchewan Polytechnic, welding. Jody Hoskins, workforce. Andrew Holbert, workforce and playing hockey. Machining metal, Jordan Hutchings, workforce. Eric Joa, SAS Polytechnic, machining. Gina Johnner, Ambrose College, Calgary. Claire Parmazanuk, University of Regina, education. Christian Ethics Medal, Brittany Cott, University of Alberta, business. Sheldon Kubashik, University of Regina, kinesiology. Autumn Lang, University of Alberta, kinesiology. Justin Laternis, workforce. Sewing medal, Jada Layden Wilson, workforce. Alex Letner, workforce. Hugo Lavalier, French exchange student. Samantha Larath, cosmetology. Alexander Lutala, workforce and travel. Austin Lund, University of Regina, petroleum and oil engineering. Tyrell Mabey, University of Saskatchewan, Edwards School of Business. Mitchell McDonald, Sask Polytechnic, welding. Kai McMurchie, University of Regina, industrial engineering. Riley Manel, workforce. Gage Marshall, Military College. Allison Martin, undecided. Amanda Martin, University of Regina, kinesiology. Christina Martindale, workforce. Kaylin McFadden Carver, workforce. Kendall McClanahan, travel. Matea Mlinarski, University of Saskatchewan, Edwards School of Business. Mechanics medal, Cody Moser, Sask Polytechnic, Instrument Engineering Technology. Joshua Mochenko, University of Saskatchewan, Engineering. Rosalie Manyaka, University of British Columbia, Science. Courtney Myers, Nate, Photography. Dalton Niesner, University of Alberta, Engineering. Rat Nicolation, University of Saskatchewan, Agribusiness.
John Oliveros, Sask Polytechnic, Aircraft Maintenance. Anna Pattison, working for a year and then planning to attend the University of Regina for education. Randy Paulus, University of Saskatchewan, Arts and Science. Sydney Phillips, Briarcrest College, Psychology. Alt Ed Medal, Caleb Powarski, returning to WCS to continue education. Ava Polpatar, Workforce. Social Sciences Medal, Devin Pompou, working for a year and then planning to attend Fire College in Granby. Janelle Pouliot, University of Saskatchewan, Arts and Science, Pre-Pharmacy. Leslie Rains, Workforce. Curtis Renier, mission trip to England. Reagan Rabalkin, University of Regina, Nursing. Band Medal, Emily Richards, University of Regina, Music Education. Janice Brian Rodriguez, University of Alberta, Pre-Pharmacy. Cameron Roslin, Workforce. Jake Rutger, University of Saskatchewan, Edwards School of Business. Keaton Rowett, Workforce. Foods 30 Medal, Rachel Ryan, plan to pursue dental hygiene. Molly Safari, travel for a year, then attend university. Dana Solway, University of Regina, Psychology. Faith Sandusky, Sask Polytechnic, Paramedic. Justine Schlachter, Sask Polytechnic, Nursing. Mathematics Medal, Cody Schlosser, University of Alberta, Business. Eric Schlosser, Workforce. Graham Schmidt, Workforce. Hunter Schneider, Sask Polytechnic Heavy Duty Mechanics Technician. Tristan Sharp, University of Saskatchewan, Edwards School of Business. Hayden Skinner, Lethbridge College, Nursing. Reese Shawnsby, University of Regina, Business. Girls Phys Ed Medal, Bruna Spence, University of Saskatchewan, Family and Health Sciences. Corvin Tamanyea, Workforce. English Medal, Marielle Tan, University of Alberta, Biology. Dylan Thackeray, Lakeland College, Animal Science Technology. Entrepreneurship Medal, Jordan Thompson, University of Saskatchewan, Edwards School of Business. Taylor Tigan, Workforce. Drafting Medal, Mason Teehee, University of Saskatchewan, Engineering. Construction Medal, Tiara Humbach, Sask Polytechnic, Construction. Dylan Ustupski, Workforce. Alexander Van Stavern, University of Saskatchewan, Agronomy. Cody Vilcu, University of Regina, Education. Cecilia Vogel, Workforce. Kaylin Walkenden Keeler, Mount Royal University, Calgary, Psychology. Lindsay Wall, working for a year and then planning to attend Sask Polytechnic for Laboratory Technician. Grayson Wing, Workforce. Electronics Medal, Nathan Woloschuk, Sask Polytechnic, Electrician. Levi Woodard, University of Regina, Pre-Dentistry. Shavoy Wood, working for a year and then planning to attend the University of Regina for business. Olivia Young, University of Lethbridge, Nursing. Riley Ziri, Workforce. The Governor General's Academic Award is presented to the graduating student with the highest average using all grade 11 and 12 final marks. This year's Governor General recipient with an average of 97.25% is Cody Schlosser. The graduation tassel is a symbol of success. It signifies that you have completed one stage of your life and are now moving on to the next. I would now ask the graduating class of 2017 to move your graduation tassel from the right side of your cap to the left side. And join me in congratulating this year's graduating class.
Welcome, everyone, to the Weyburn Comprehensive Schools Graduation 2017. We have all been anticipating this day for a long time, and we can't wait to share all the things we've planned for you today.
We would like to call Ensley Akins and Dawson Alexander to come forward and lead us in the singing of O Canada. Please rise. For sharing your musical talents with us. We would now like to call on Pastor Jay Mochenko to share the invocation. Jay is the pastor of the Free Methodist Church, and his son Josh is graduating. We are very glad that he could be here with us today.
Good morning. I'm not supposed to single out my son, so thank you that you did that for me. I want to invite those of you who will to pray with me. Creator God, we first of all want to thank you for the gift of this land to live on, to grow on, and to learn in. We thank you that we share this land with the Treaty 4 First Nations, First Peoples. And we ask today that from this day and every day forward, that we would continue to grow in respect and harmony with all of the peoples that live in this land, whether they're coming to this land as recent or ancient. And now, Lord, as we celebrate these graduates in 2017, we thank you for the journey that they've been on. We thank you for how you have cared for them and how you have used us to challenge them, to inspire them, to encourage and comfort them, so that they might today become their best selves. And as we look ahead to a new chapter in their lives, we resist once again the temptation to ask you to keep them safe. And we ask instead that you would make them strong and brave. We ask that in every experience that they have in life, they would gain wisdom, they would grow in humility and generosity, We ask that you would give them good character, kind hearts, and responsible spirits full of integrity, so that from this day forward, they would leave the world a better place than they found it. And we ask this in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
My name is Tyra Sandiford, and I am one of the grad coordinators of Grad 2017. Beside me are my partners in crime, or should I say my fellow grad coordinators, Rebecca Mondor and Morgan King. We've had a great year together working with our parents and many, many volunteers to organize this day, and we hope there are very, very special moments that you will remember for a lifetime.
This has been a unique year for our school. In the fall of 2016, we found our hallways full of new students. It has taken all year to figure out which side of the hallway everyone should walk on, but I think we're finally getting there. At the head of all of the change that has taken place is our very capable and hardworking principal, Mr. Wade Oberg. We would like to invite Mr. Oberg to come forward and share his words of wisdom.
Thank you and good morning. I'm going to attempt this without my glasses, so if I start winging it, we'll all know that was a mistake. So, it's my pleasure to welcome all families, friends, educators, special guests, and of course our graduating class of 2017 to our ceremonies. I am very pleased to bring forward the message on behalf of all the staff here at the Weyburn Comprehensive School, and I would like to start by saying that this group is making history. They are the first graduating class from a grade 7 to 12 WCS. There are many more classes who will graduate from this building, but you are the first. This is a special group, and they deserve to be acknowledged as they have had an exceptional 3 years of high school and have played an integral part in building the positive school that we are all proud to be part of. This group has been extremely involved in our school, and we celebrated their academic success at our awards night on June 5th. But they have also displayed outstanding leadership, musical talents, and incredibly strong athletic ability, which has strengthened our culture. Before we discuss the success of this class and their possible future considerations, we need to acknowledge the people responsible in providing the guidance when needed. Class of 2017, please help me thank your teachers, parents, relatives, and friends for their support and guidance. As you know, graduation is a huge landmark. This is one of the rare moments in life that force you to reflect on where you have come from and where you want to go. The experiences you have had to date have helped define who you are and build your character. As you take some time to reflect on this day and its meaning, I challenge you to define your success to date. First thing to consider is, have you been successful? Success for all is something education is used to help define how we do business. It is the Southeast Cornerstone School Division's motto. So what does that mean? Success is defined as achieving the correct or desired result, or accomplishing a favorable or desired outcome. Notice that there is no mention of specific targets like 90%, Athlete of the Year, money, best art project, etc. It is open to what each of you will define as success. Here at WCS, we have used many facets of education to help you understand your successes. We have provided academic challenges in our classrooms, labs, and shops. We have provided leadership training in our extracurricular programs, and every day we work with you in order to help you grow into the individual in front of us today. Now we ask you to consider these experiences to define your success and use this knowledge to think about your futures. Not all of these experiences have been easy, and in fact, many have been challenging. Use these tests to determine what motivates you and fuels your passion. So as you think about your successes, take a moment to relate these to your future. First thing is to use these experiences to figure out who you are. Bloomery said, you can Google for an answer, you can Google for a mate, you can Google for a career, but you can't Google to find what's in your heart, the passion that lifts you skyward. Over the last 13 years of education, teachers, parents, relatives, and your peers have all played a vital role in developing who you have become, and now it is up to you to find out what is in your heart and dream big. The next piece that I feel is vital to your successful journey is summed up in this statement: take initiative and get in the game. Whitford stated, "Take action. Every story you've ever connected with, every leader you've ever admired, every puny little thing that you've ever accomplished is the result of taking action." You have a choice. You can either be a passive victim of circumstance, or you can be an active hero of your own life. As you reflect on the progress to date, it should become clear that if you want a desired outcome, you need to be involved and take action. One other piece that is important to consider if you are going to make a difference was summed up by Steve Jobs. He stated, "Do not let others define who you are. Your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. Don't let the noise of others' opinions drown out your own inner voice." In order to be the successful person you plan to be a risk taker and follow your passion. And the teacher in me wants to share this piece of advice: learn to fail or fail to learn. Huffington stated that in life, the things that go wrong are often the very things that lead to others going right. Here at WCS, we used our structure and our curricula to try and instill the values that we think will carry you forward and develop the passion for a very successful life. Our world is challenging and constantly shifting. You just need to watch the news to understand that. Therefore, it is vital that you develop a strong vision of who you are and where you want to go. And remember to be flexible. Look for ways to focus your passion in order to grow and become better. You do not need to be perfect. Have the courage to accept that you're not perfect. Nothing is and no one is, and that's okay. It is our hope that you take your talents and share them and make our world a better place. Look and learn throughout your life. That's what keeps you young. And most importantly, remember to build relationships that will add to your quality of life as well as others. In the end, that's how you will measure your success. Thank you and good luck.
Thank you, Mr. Oberg. Your words mean a lot to us, and we are thankful that you have been there to make our 3 years of high school what it has been. Next, we would like to introduce Melanie Sorensen. Melanie is the mother of one of this year's grads, Kai McMurtry. She is also the member of the Southeast Cornerstone School Board, and she is here to bring greetings on behalf of the board. Please welcome Melanie to the stage.
Good morning, honored guests, and most notably, you, the WCS graduating class of 2017. Thank you for this opportunity to address you on behalf of the Southeast Cornerstone Public School Division Board. I am in an honored position as both a school board trustee and a mother to a graduate. As I look at this outstanding group of graduates, there are many familiar and treasured faces. Some I have had the pleasure of knowing their entire school careers. It has been a true joy to watch you learn, grow, and succeed all these years. At the board table, all the decisions we endeavor to make are focused on enabling every student in the division the opportunity to achieve their personal best and successfully arrive at their graduation day. We know and understand that it takes several individuals to guide, ignite, and even coerce each and every student. All of you has had a unique set of opportunities and challenges and has responded in different ways to the many teachers, caretakers, bus drivers, cafeteria staff, and other faculty members that were chosen for you. You were additionally shaped by family members, friends, bosses, co-workers, and the countless others you met along the way, resulting in the inspired young adults we see here before us. The cliche is indeed true. It takes a village to raise a child. Today represents an end to one small fragment of your life and the beginning of the vast and exciting future available to you. Some days will be hard and downright overwhelming. Our hope as a board is that your time spent in the division has provided you some of the necessary tools to not only work through those hard days, but to cherish and celebrate the countless good, great, and outstanding days that will undoubtedly come. On behalf of the Cornerstone Board, I want to say good luck on all your future accomplishments. Congratulations for all you have achieved to arrive at your graduation day. Thank you.
Thank you, Melanie. We appreciate everything the school board has done to make our school as awesome as it is. Our first tribute today will be presented by Rebecca Mondor. Rebecca was recently awarded the Tom Zandy Humanitarian Award. She's been involved in our spring musicals for the past 2 years, truly bringing her character of Susan to life this year. Today, she'll be giving the tribute to the parents. Rebecca, the stage is yours.
Good morning to the graduates, school administrators, teachers, honored guests, friends, family, and most importantly, the parents. I'm honored to be standing before you today, and it is with great pride that I have the opportunity to pay tribute to our day ones and number ones, our parents. I was hesitant about doing this speech because I find it difficult to pay tribute to our dear parents on behalf of the graduates. It is immensely difficult to find the appropriate words in expressing our gratitude to them because no such thing can compare to the value and significance of our parents. It is the unending support, constant love, and countless sacrifices that have molded us into the adults that stand before you today. It is you who have supported us, molded us, and prepared us to move on to the next chapter of our lives. A few short years ago, you brought us into this world and sent us on a journey of unknowns called life. From the moment you gave us life, you made us your priority, putting our needs first. It no longer mattered if you slept or ate, as long as we were happy. The term parent is synonymous with selfless. Life now revolved around us, little babies that required constant love and attention, not to mention all the time required to teach us new skills and the extra time watching us execute each new skill. From our first steps to our first words, then the first day of school, all the way to the last, you've constantly been there, mentoring us, supporting us, and picking us up when we fall. Parents, you were our first teachers. You've taught us how to walk, how to ride a bike, and countless other lessons. You've also taught us by setting an example, wordlessly teaching us. From our first moments, we have been watching, learning from you. You taught us to always be brave, even in the face of adversity, even when we feel weak and scared. I can still remember my first day of school, my tiny hands clinging desperately to you, begging you not to leave me. The unfamiliarity of spending a whole day without you was too terrifying for me to endure. I looked at you and saw the strength in your eyes, knowing it must be just as hard for you to let me go and spend the day without me as well. It was the strength you possessed that in turn gave me the strength to endure this unknown place, alone. Years later, I would find out that you went out to the vehicle and cried just as much at our separation. The fear you had of leaving me did not show. You were brave even when you were afraid. You taught us strength. We never hear you complain about how difficult it was to raise us. You juggled work, doing the chores at home, and the time it took to raise us into the caring adults that we are today. For many people, doing just one of those tasks is difficult. You did them all, plus more, and with a smile on your face. Never expecting more than a thank you. You made time for us when there was not time to spare. You supported us in all our life endeavors, every activity we wanted to participate in, and every twist and turn that life handed us so far. And somehow you still had the time to give us the constant attention we seem to demand. Never once did we hear you complain about how busy you are or how tired you are. I know at times we were difficult. We had a teenage attitude and seemed to take our anger out on you. We often forgot to appreciate all that you do for us. Even then, you never complained. It seemed you had the strength to handle anything, any lost sock, missing keys, or problem we sent your way. The most important lesson you taught us is how to love. You set an example of how to be a loving person. You were the shoulder for us to cry on when we got hurt, and the voice that soothed us. You nurtured us when we were sick. You carried our pain with you. You disciplined us when it was necessary and taught us the rights from wrongs. You protected us with every fiber of your being, and when you were unable to protect us, you shared that pain with us. You willingly sacrificed your life, your interests, to raise us. You gave up your hobbies for our hobbies. You put our needs before yours. When times were hard, you were there to care for us, even though you were suffering just as badly as we were. You are so genuinely selfless. You did all of this simply because you love us and expected nothing in return. Author George Sand wrote, "There is only one happiness in this life, to love and be loved. Love is not selfish. Love is strong. Love is putting the ones you love first. Love is parents." We wanted to grow up too fast. We wanted to be older and more independent. We started to spend more time with our friends and less time at home with you. It may have felt that we no longer needed you. We have and always will need you. We have always needed your support, always hoped for your forgiveness when we made mistakes, and always rely on your love. We may not be the easiest to get along with, and we may not appreciate everything you have done for us, but we will always need our parents. You built the paths for us to follow, but gave us the freedom to choose what path we take. You gave us the knowledge required to make choices, but gave us the power to decide for ourselves. We had the freedom because you knew that you had equipped us with every skill we would need to face life head on. There is no amount of words to fully express the gratitude that we have for our parents. It is impossible to put the sacrifices, support, forgiveness, and love you have showed us into words. We thank you by living our life the absolute best we can to show you that the hard work you have put into us is not wasted. We may not say the words thank you, even close to enough, but please know that we are thankful. Thank you for the emotional, physical, mental, and financial investments you have made towards us. Thank you for loving us unconditionally. Our success is your success. Without you, we would be lost. Today we celebrate our accomplishments as well as yours. You have succeeded in raising us into the bright young men and women before you. We celebrate ourselves, but we also celebrate you. For without your support, we would not be here today. Thank you for getting us to this point in our lives and supporting us through the years. We love you.
Thank you, Rebecca. Now, if all the parents could please contain their tears for a few minutes, we will continue. Sheila, Lana, Jeanette, and yes, you too, Kelvin, try and keep it together. Jennifer and Darren Woodard have had two daughters graduate from WCS, and today their one and only son, Troy Bolton, Levi, is graduating. Mr. and Mrs. Woodard have attended countless events at this school, and they, along with all the other families with their last child graduating, will be greatly missed. We would like to invite Jennifer and Darren to come forward to give their reply to the tribute to the parents.
Thank you. Rebecca, Mr. Oberg, WCS teachers and staff, guests, graduates, and fellow parents. Thank you for the opportunity to speak here today on behalf of the parents. We are honored for the opportunity, but when I say I'm going to do the speaking today, parenting is a team sport, and even if one just stands on the sidelines and supports the other. So I am honored to speak on behalf of the parents gathered here who are bursting with pride in our babies who are all grown up and ready to embark on bigger and better challenges and experiences. Well, parents, we did it. We got them here to graduation, and we could not be more proud. A parent's job is never over, though. We have so many more milestones in these young people's lives to look forward to. But for today, let's look back on the journey they have taken to get here and smile as we reminisce. Robert Munch's book, Love You Forever encapsulates a parent's love for their child and is a beautiful way to pay tribute to our grads here today. I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. Remember rocking your baby back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and marveling at this new life you held in your hands, and dreaming of all he or she would become. Well, our baby grew. He grew and he grew and he grew and he grew. He grew until he was 2 years old, and he was into everything. Climbing on top of everything, coloring on the walls, saying no. The kid was driving me crazy. But at nighttime, when that 2-year-old was quiet, we would sneak into his room and pick him up and rock him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and sing, I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. This toddler grew. She grew and she grew and she grew and she grew until she was ready to start school. And what a milestone that was. Kindergarten. We were so proud of how grown up you were and how independent you were becoming. And it was breaking our hearts to let you go, but we knew you were ready, even if we weren't. The elementary school days, a blur for many of us, as we shuttled you from activity to activity, trying to give you every opportunity to shine and help you find your passions. Dancing, music lessons, hockey, skating, soccer, gymnastics, 4-H, karate, baseball, and that might be all in one family. Many of us have more than one child, so it was divide and conquer. You take this one too, and I'll take that one too, and you don't forget to pick up the middle child wherever we left her this time. All the while eating in the van, doing homework in the lobby at the rink, but also trying to maintain regular bedtimes and routines so our children could achieve great things at school too. And at bedtime, we would pick him up and rock him back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and sing, I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be. Our child grew. He grew and he grew and he grew. He grew until he was a teenager. And he had strange friends and he wore strange clothes and he listened to strange music, and we all felt like we lived in a zoo. OMG. IDK, how we ever managed to get through these teenage years. How many times did we say, where are you going? When will you be home? Get in the shower. Get out of the shower already. Make wise choices. Whose house are you going to? Are their parents home? As a parent, we rely on other parents to do our job when we aren't there. Thank you to every parent who stepped up and fed our kids, drove them here or there, gave them a place to sleep, and was a mom or dad to them in our absence. It takes a village. Graduates, as parents, we don't need you to say thank you. We appreciate it when you do, but this is what we signed up for. This has been our job, to make you into good grown-ups. Through all the sleepless nights when you were a baby, and the sleepless nights as a teenager, through the ups and downs, through the good and the bad, we have been here to support you. And we will continue to be here for you as you move on into the next chapter in life. You are our greatest DIY project. You came without an owner's manual, so we made it up as we went along. We gave advice, guided you and supported you, tried to keep you on the right path. We did the best we could. But graduates, it was you who worked hard, organized your time, juggled school, part-time jobs, extracurricular activities, sports, and friends, made the right choices that have brought you here today. You are smart, energetic, organized, driven, passionate, talented, hardworking, impressive young men and women. Now it is your turn to go out into the world and do well. And more importantly, go out into the world and do good. Always remember, you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and loved more than you know. Because no matter how tall you get, how far away you go, what choices you make in the future, remember you will always be my baby. And if I could, I would pick you up and rock you back and forth, every night and sing, I love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby you'll be.
Thank you for your kind words. We definitely all appreciate our parents' support throughout our school years. Next, we'll have the tribute to the teachers, given by Alexis Ashworth and Zoe Moulter. Alexis has been active in Weyburn Manor hockey, playing for the Drillers for 4 years. She is also on our honor roll and was a scholarship winner on Monday night. Zoe received the Douglas Medal at our awards night. She's been involved in dance for 15 years. She's in jazz band, Stars Choir, and this year was a part of the musical. We're very pleased to have Alexis and Zoe pay tribute to our teachers today. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you to our family members, friends, and especially the teachers for being here today to share this special time with us. Zoe and I are privileged to be speaking on behalf of our class.
I know a few things about teachers since I have been living with one for 18 years. I know most teachers on more of a personal level due to their social gatherings at my house every once in a while. Teachers have not only endured our crazy and emotional teenage years, but also have had to deal with the walls falling down, literally. Throughout the construction, the heat never worked, the air conditioning rarely worked, there were bad smells that weren't always coming from the teenage boys. We got gassed out of Mrs. Morrison's Foundations 20 math class due to the vents not working, and of course the natural gas disaster that almost let all of us go home that day. Oh, and the constant hammering on the roof that interrupted almost every lesson that our teachers were trying to get through. If teaching teenagers wasn't enough, the ongoing years of renovations during our high school years just added to their stress levels. It wasn't always smooth sailing, but we got through it thanks to you guys.
Now, through my experience at the comp, I have been honored to get to know a number of the teachers on staff. I have come to learn that they are all very dedicated to their jobs. I understand the days can feel long, but that doesn't stop each one of them from coming in early in the morning or working long hours after school. Not only are they dedicated to their jobs, but they truly do care about their students, inside and outside of school. Whether it may be filling a seat at the local hockey rink to show support for a number of students playing, or simply congratulating a student on a personal accomplishment that they overheard on the radio or in the halls. Your desire to not only care about our education, but also see our potential and help us shape our future is appreciated more than words can say.
Of course, course, we cannot forget about the teachers that dealt with us in our younger years, who have aided us into shaping us who we all are today. Elementary school teachers, you are the ones who had to deal with the tantrums, the tears, and of course, the tiring hours of dealing with children, let alone trying to teach them. I can speak from personal experience because I work at a daycare. Children can be very hard to keep patient, let alone teaching them how to read and write. We thank you for not eating and not going to the bathroom. The countless hours you put into supervision on bus duty, lunch duty, recess duty, and after school duty, we thank you. Middle school teachers, you are the ones that dealt with our most awkward transitioning stages of life. You had to endure the drama, hormones, and the voice cracks coming from the teenage boys. We were not easy to deal with during those years, and we thank you so much for putting up with all the craziness. All teachers have inspired us in different ways and will leave their impact on us in more ways than one.
Teachers need to be thanked for not only what they do in the classroom, but the countless hours they put in outside of school. For all the hours put into coaching, sports practices, musical, jazz band and stars choir rehearsals, SRC, after-school clubs, and simply coming in to help us with homework during their spare time, we thank you. Extracurricular activities are what make our high school years memorable, and we couldn't have done it without you guys. I would like to say thank you to the teachers for always having your door open, for always lending us that extra pencil, for always pushing us to step outside our comfort zone, and for always believing in us. You devote your lives to give us, as students, the tools to succeed and inspire us to do it every step of the way. From Mr. Glaspie's attendance questions, to Miss Shuya's riddles, to Miss Williams' life lessons, Mr. Burling's chirps, and so many more. To all teachers, from all students, thank you for not only teaching us, but inspiring us to want to learn more.
Teachers are never thanked enough for what they do for us, and I am very grateful to help give this speech to show just how much we do appreciate you, even if we don't show it sometimes. I know that teaching is a thankless job. I've heard that a few times from someone I know. Alexis and I are honored to stand here today and say thank you on behalf of the graduates of 2017.
Thank you, Zoe and Alexis. Giving the reply to the tribute to the teachers is Mrs. Jackie Williams. Mrs. Williams is the kindest soul you could ever meet. She is a beloved teacher and an outstanding coach. Her determination is infectious, as is her positive attitude. Please welcome Mrs. Williams to the stage.
Well, Mr. Oberg, I will be using my glasses because I have no pride, and I also don't have my speech printed in 36 font. So good morning, friends and family, ladies and gentlemen, and of course, graduates of 2017. On behalf of our staff, thank you, Zoe and Alexis, for your kind words. But did you ever think it was you who had to endure us? From rules that didn't make any sense, to having to run the fence every day in June, to having to complete portfolios, to figuring out which classes took marks off for late assignments and which did not. We weren't always fair, and sometimes we were tough, but guess what? You know it. That's pretty much the real world. Mrs. Williams' life lessons. Well, I guess when you reach the ripe old age of Mr. Burling and I, who, by the way, is much older than me, we do have a few reflections on life. For me, I'm usually wearing my mom hat or my coaching hat when I spew these lessons. And when I listened to the advice that teachers gave you at your grad assembly, I was in awe by the wisdom that they projected. Right from Mrs. Arnold's spiritual thoughts to Gillespie's earth-rocking practical survival tips, to Mrs. Moffat's and Mrs. Kenby Allen's reminders of the significance of family, to Mr. Burling's enjoy it while you have it. It was all very true and practical advice. So I'll keep this simple and brief. The mother in me wants what all mothers want for their children, and that's happiness. At every opportunity, grads, choose happiness. Be it in the things you do, in your relationships, in your servitude, in your jobs, choose happiness. For what other choice do you have? So simple. Choose to be happy. Now the coach inside of me is screaming, be your best. Not someone else's best, not what someone expects of you as your best, and not better. Simply give the world your best in everything you do. I call this competing. You will never lose in life if you just simply give it your best. As for the teacher in me, well, did you know that what most of your teachers ever wanted from you was simple engagement? Get into it. Do not lollygag through life. Be engaged with the world. It can be with great enthusiasm and excitement or quiet reflection. It can be through discussion and debate. It can be through sharing or simply by listening and observing. But get into it. Show me someone who is constantly engaged with the world and I'll show you a lifelong learner. And this was all we ever wanted from you. And finally, for those of you who know me, here comes the tears, and I'm just thankful I don't have to look at you. You, the class of 2017, have won medals at the Skills Saskatchewan competition. You've received numerous accolades through the Junior Achievers program, put on exceptional musical performances, which included over a third of our school. You've won medals at track and field, badminton, and wrestling. You've selflessly raised $40,000 for cancer research. You won a basketball championship. And you have some of the highest averages that this school has ever produced. But what has stood out to me is the random acts of kindness that I see on a regular basis by the student population. Your leadership on all levels, from the SRC to individuals, has produced a culture of kindness and acceptance that I would put up against any school in this country. This kindness for me began a few terms ago when I gave my first student of the week that year to a young boy who I didn't even know. A young man who said good morning or hello to me whenever he saw me. A student who picked up some papers when I dropped them and held the door when I needed help. I had to ask one of the kids who he was. He was randomly kind. That boy went on to be your valedictorian. This continued to the heart-wrenching kindness and respect I witnessed as we all shared our vulnerabilities with Phil Boyd and breaking down the walls. Over the course of that day, you all made a commitment to be more accepting of others, and I've seen that commitment every day since. And this year, we amalgamated two very different schools, and there was very little, if any, big old grade 12s picking on little grade 7s. You were very respectful of their space, even when they wandered into yours. You grade 12s have created a culture, and I'm no fool. I know you're not perfect, but you have created a culture of kindness and acceptance. You class of 2017 are good, you are kind, and you are smart. So go forth, make your parents, teachers, and coaches proud. Congratulations.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Williams, and thank you for the many life lessons you have taught all of us. Our graduation choir will now perform 2 songs. We've been working on these songs for a while, and we think they are very meaningful for today's ceremony. Our choir will be accompanied by Dawson Alexander. Dawson has been our choir's main pianist for the past 3 years, and he can always be depended on for doing an amazing job. It will take just a couple of minutes for our choir to set up. Would all members of the choir please move down to the risers at this time?
Today, we are realizing a dream come true, our graduation. As we say goodbye to our high school years, we look forward to other dreams, more adventures and more opportunities. This is our time, in our world, and we can't wait to see what the future holds. We have grown up with the influence of many people in our lives. Our parents, our teachers, and our friends. Each person that we have crossed paths with has made an impact on who we have become. Thank you to our parents for their constant love and support, and to our teachers for influencing our lives in such a positive way. As this next song says, I know I'm who I am today because I knew you. And because I knew you, I've been changed for good.
Our
Thank you to everyone in the choir for your performance today. It adds so much to our ceremony, and the songs tied in perfectly to what today means to all of us.
Our valedictorian this year is Gage Marshall. Gage is well liked in our graduation class and is a friend to all. Some of us have known Gage since kindergarten, and some of us met him in junior high or high school. No matter how long you've known him, he's made some kind of impact on your life. He's probably made you laugh, or made you feel special, or just made you smile on a bad day. We are very pleased to present to you the valedictorian of Weyburn Comprehensive Schools graduating class of 2017, Gage Marshall.
Good morning, parents, siblings, family, teachers, and friends who have joined us graduates here today to make this one of the most special moments of our lives. I stand looking out at all of you gathered here, and I realize that we are looking at the people who shaped our lives up to this very moment. The faculty at WCS has made our 3 years a memorable, formative, and exciting experience unlike any other. To our parents, we owe you everything we are, and probably a large sum of money as well, but we can start paying that back when we have to buy your Depends. On behalf of the class of 17, thank you all for being there for us right from the start, guiding us to success, and overall, making us one stellar group of young men and women. However, it is the class of 17 that I am up here to congratulate and thank today for the moments you have given me. Over our 3 years, we all measured the time going by in our own unique way. But one thing we all share is how we measure the moments that make us who we are today. When I look at the class of 2017 before me right now, I know each and every one of us has had that one moment, time and time again, over the last 13 years. Whether it be a 3 a.m. cruise down the deserted streets of Weyburn, or drowning in the foam at the junior high dance, we have all shared some of the most ecstatic and exhilarating moments of our youth. Not only that, but these moments are once in a lifetime, and we sometimes forget we can't relive them. We won't realize that these were the good old days until we are long past them. Sorry here. More important is that we can all agree we wouldn't have rather done it with anyone else, except maybe the guy who made the fidget spinner, because apparently he's a pretty cool guy. When I think of what makes us such an admirable group of people, the X Factor comes to mind. Every grad here has something infinitely amazing about them. Some of us will become the next generation of brilliant minds, making an impact on this world. Take Cody Slocher, for example. He's gone ahead and shown us all how it's done, with his freakish knack for this thing called school. Then there's the social butterflies among us. Caitlin Walken and Keeler, the fearless leader of the grad trip organizers, is one of our most skilled people persons, who I'm confident could sell a book to someone who can't even read. And I can't forget to mention our rock-solid group of computer whizzes, who have been helping us all find unblocked game sites on the school computers. Of course, there are superior athletes, of which the senior boys basketball team brought home the coveted hoopla, among other accolades. Congratulations. I applaud your efforts to make this school an exemplary athletic institution. And of course, I cannot forget to mention the ladies themselves here, Morgan, Tyra, and Rebecca, our outstanding grad coordinators who have made this one heck of a day. So much, girls. Some of us, however, are destined for the ER after a wheelie gone wrong on an overpowered Japanese street bike. That's right, I'm looking at you, Frizz. And then there's Devin Pompou, who had his fair share of ER trips by the end of grade 6. But that didn't stop him from going through the window of the junior high door. Last, but certainly not least, there are the Good Samaritans among us, who give up countless hours of their time for the good of the group. I think my fellow graduates can agree, Kaylin McFadden Carver embodies this perfectly. He is the graduate most likely to become a saint. So, in all seriousness though, I can say that this class has golden qualities that have influenced the growth of each other in a remarkable way. High school has bonded us in a way like no other. We have all made ourselves better people by building our personalities around those that inspire us among the class of 17. I, of course, can't mention everyone, but it is more than important that you all know that every grad brings something endlessly unique to the table, and they aren't afraid to show it. And that is what makes this class such a magnificent example of our generation. As for the future, I see a bright one on the horizon for the class of 17. With all that we can contribute to society, there's no doubt in my mind that you are all looking at a groundbreaking group of fresh-faced young people, eager to bring their talents into the spotlight and show the world what Weyburn is really made of. Every echelon of personality has representation in this class. Every student has found their niche and made the absolute best of it. This is exactly what I'm sure this class will continue to do. When we step out of this building after exams, we emerge as adults, and there's no doubt in my mind that we will rise to the challenge and prove ourselves in this world. I look forward to the day that I recognize one of my high school colleagues in the news for some remarkable achievement. I'm willing to bet I'll probably see someone in a viral video titled "The World's Dumbest Criminal." The point is, there are more than a few of the graduates here today who will use their talents, or talents, to make some kind of positive impact on the world, whether it be the cure for cancer or just a good chuckle on a bad day. This class will be the last from the second millennium, and I can say with surety, we will carry with us the lessons of the past, but we will also be the spirit of the future, driving change in the right direction, day by day. For that reason, I am more than proud to be a part of this class. I am honored to be a part of the tremendous class of 17. Well, everyone, I hope you all learned of the brilliance shown by the shining students of 2014 to 2017. To my fellow graduates, I wish the best for all of you, and I hope that you'll never forget your time here. More importantly, as we all set off on the journey that is life, I hope you never follow the instructions for life, but instead, make your own. It'll make all the difference. At that, I'd like to leave you all with a quote from Alan Alda. You have to leave the city of your comfort and go into the wilderness of your intuition. You can't get there by bus, only by hard work and risk, and by not quite knowing what you're doing. But what you'll discover will be wonderful. What you'll discover will be yourself. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gage. Your words will stay with all of us for many years to come. This concludes our graduation ceremony. We would like to remind you of the format for the remainder of the day.
Punch reception will begin at 2 p.m. in the Colleen Weimer Hall. The grad photo will take place at 3:30 p.m. in the Eagles Gym. All graduates must be in attendance.
For all those that are attending the Young Fellow Supper, it will begin at 5:30 in the curling rink. The Grand March will commence at 8 o'clock here in the Kegman Center, and all grads are asked to be here by 7:30.
Chem 3 grad festivities will be from 9:30 till 1 in the Kugnet Center.
Now it's time for the thank yous. We would like to thank Mr. Bob King and the WCS staff for all they have done to make our day special.
A special thank you to the Mondors, the Sandafords, and the Kings for helping the three of us get here in so many ways.
Thank you also to all of those who headed up committees, as well as all of the parents who volunteered to help make this day such a success.
And thank you to everyone for coming today and helping us celebrate. Congratulations to the graduating class of 2017. We did it!